Well, I'm trying to do cutouts on my 2013 Mustang the cheap way. I bought these cutouts on eBay. Less than $200. So I laid them on my floor and I put all the stuff together the way it's supposed to go on the car. Now I'm getting ready to get under there, and I just hooked them up, plugged in the lighter part here, and no, I'm not getting ready to get under there yet. What I'm getting ready to do right now is I'm going to take this wire, since I don't have a 2-in-1, and I'm putting 2 of them on. I'm going to splice these 2 wires that came with it that go to this motor. I'm going to cut off as long as I can the other one, leaving a couple of inches in case I have to put it back on there. I just tried them, they work. Well, I'll show you. Anyway, so when the thing's plugged into the lighter, lights up red. I guess this is the little remote box. Came with 2 of those. I'm hoping that it'll run. Oh boy, where'd the remote go? I swear I thought I left it laying up there. Oh, now I can't find the remote. Oh, that's great. Oh, there it is. So anyway, the remote has this little slide on it. Stop it from accidentally getting activated, I guess. And there it is. You hold this button for about 3 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Opens. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. There you go. I guess you can open them halfway if you wanted to. So anyway, I kind of set it on the floor and assembled it the way that's supposed to go. Biggest thing I could see was like where the motor hooks up to this. There's a flat spot. There's a flat spot on there. Right there. And I put that flat spot towards the pipe because it's the most clearance. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the other one of these and I'm going to cut the wire as long as I can, splice it together, and hopefully they both work when I do that with one remote. It came with 2 remotes, 2 wires, and then also my Mustang has this little box that I popped off right here, so I'm hoping I can feed that wire up through here. In fact, I wanted to shut the glove box and see if that remote will work with the glove box shut. Oh, let's see. Oh, where'd the remote go now? There it is. All right, let's see if the remote will work with the glove box shut. Cool. So I could hardwire that into the 12 volt to the lighter because I don't ever use that lighter in there, and it has another one up there and another one somewhere else. But anyway, I'll start videoing again once I get that wire spliced together. Alright, so these are the boxes that the cutouts came in. Had to buy 2 of them, and they come with separate wires for each one. These long extension ones, which I'm not going to use because I don't think I need them, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the one that's already hooked up to the remote box. And it came with 2 of them, so I'm going to cut one of them off about that long. Leave enough on there to splice back onto that or something if I need to. These are all the tools you'll need. These are strippers. This is for the shrink wrap. I got a bunch of shrink wrap there. This is for crimping these doohickeys right here. I'm going to put the wires together. Razor knife. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one, splice it together onto this one. That way I can run both them wires from the cutouts under my car up through the dash, through that little box. But first I'm going to cut these, wire them together, take it in my car and hook it all up, make sure it's going to work before I go putting the shrink wrap and the crimp the fasteners and all that on. So I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so I cut both wires on both remote boxes, and one wire has like these 3/4 inch white slash marks. Try to join all three of those together, the one coming from the remote box and each wire coming from the motors on each of the, that's what I did anyway. I'm hoping that they're all, you know, ground or positive, and then the other ones are all, but anyway, I'm guessing that if you put all them slash marks together, and then, all right, so there they are. Got the lighter plugged in, and here they are. We're going to try the remote. Hopefully both of them work now in together. All right. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. They say count 3 1000 unless you want to go halfway open, be like 1 1000, 2 1000. I don't know why you would do that, but 3, awesome. So now I got to go under the car and hook the, so I got 2 remotes. I guess both of them should work. Let's try the other one just to make sure they should both work. Uh-oh. One of the remotes ain't working. That's strange. All right, well, only one of the remotes work. That's strange. I wonder why. Huh. I guess because this remote goes to the other box. Only one remote will work. That's cool. What do you need 2 for anyway? Guess the other one must be on a different frequency. But they say don't hold the button more than 3 seconds because it messes the motors up. All right, so now I'm going to go take this apart and start putting these puppies underneath there. I got to saw all that. I'll show you all that when I get there. All right, so what I did was I put one of these fasteners on one side of the wire and slid a piece of shrink wrap big enough that when I get the other side clamped on there, I can slide that over, and then I'll take the lighter and I'll heat that shit up, and I'll show you that in a second. So I got the wires clamped together. Now I'm going to slide the shrink wrap over. Not easy to do this with one hand. Alright, so now the shrink wrap is even on both sides. And then you just take your lighter or heat gun if you got it and heat that shit up till it shrinks over it. And there you go. Nice tight wiring job. And now all I got to do is go under there, put those cutouts on, which is going to be the hardest part, and then I just put a hole through my dash or try to feed them wires up through there, plug them in. Alright, so I had to try it one more time after I did my wiring job. I hadn't shrink wrapped the other one. I got this one shrink wrapped, but the other side I want to try it first. Uh-oh, how come that one didn't look like it didn't open all the way? What the fuck's going on there? Alright. Why ain't that one opening all the way? For some reason this one don't act like it wants to open all the way. What the fuck is going on here? Alright, hold on a second. I guess that's all the way. It sure look like it, but I guess it is. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. All right, I'm gonna go shrink wrap the other, or heat it up, heat the shrink wrap, and then I'm gonna work on putting these onto the car. These Mustangs are so low that I literally had to put these extended ramps on these drive-up ramps to get it up. Now it's still too low. I'm having to jack the back up. I'm going to jack the back up and put it on these blocks right here. These 1 foot blocks. And believe me, it's not easy getting the jack underneath the car. So hopefully once I get it up in the air all the way around, I'll have it high enough to go ahead and get the pipes cut back to where I need to. Anyway, I found this clamp on the pipe here. I took the bolts out of. I'm hoping that I can put it between there and the catalytic converter, but it does curve a little, so I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to have to just cut it right in the middle there and then move that clamp, use that clamp on the back side, and then buy some clamps for the front. Almost worked a couple $100 to pay somebody to do it, man. So anyway, this is where I'm at. I cut off the pipes under here. I should have left this one like I did that one with 1 inch on it, and then all I had to do is put a damn coupler on there and a clamp on that end. I can clamp this end, but now what I guess I'm going to have to do is cut this a little bit further back so this other Y pipe can go inside that one and over this one. Hopefully I can clamp it here, put it all together, and then get it welded by somebody later on. Alright, so there it is, my home install of cutouts. I know, looks funky with all them clamps and shit. There was a bunch of different pipes and shit I had to cut off and all. The only thing I can tell you is leave these loose so you can slide this down and adjust your outlets where you want them, because it's hard to get to the top bolt on that motor that opens and closes the cutouts. So you got to be able to slide this down tight, find out exactly where you want that first, and then lower it down, tighten them up, lift it back up, tighten your clamps. So anyway, everything's hooked up. I tightened up my tranny pan because there was some fluid on there. I tightened all them bolts up. Not real tight though. They say they'll leak if you tighten them too tight. So anyway, I got the wires hooked up. I'm gonna plug it into my lighter and try it. Last thing I'll have to do tomorrow is figure out where I'm gonna run that wire up through the floorboard or whatever. So I'll start it up here in a minute. We'll see what it sounds like, see what kind of leaks I got, because they're closed right now. All right, so the wire wouldn't reach into the lighter from under there. Have to go through the passengers. Hopefully it'll reach, and then I'll have to open them and then unplug it again, because I don't want to burn the wires. I want to make sure. The wires are going to get burnt right now, hopefully. Okay. So here we go, closed. Let's see. Let's see what it sounds like. Closed. How many leaks? Gonna have to take it and get it welded. Yep, I got some leaks. Definitely got some leaks under there. I have to get them welded. Let's see. I've got much exhaust coming out. There's that side. That side was leaking. shut it down and then see how much louder. Alright, so I got the wire running through the passenger door. I got the remote in my hand. Let's see if they're gonna work. Uh-oh. Why the fuck ain't they opening? Something ain't good. Something's fucking wrong here. I'm fucking hitting over here or something. Oh, this side ain't opening either, right? Alright, that's fucking great. So, obviously, these fucking screws are hitting something. Let's take a look over here, see what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why won't they fucking open? Hitting something here. Gotta be hitting that fucking. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. What the fuck is going on? Man, what is going on here? I'm gonna have to loosen these up and see what the fuck is going on. These damn screws must be hitting or something. Okay, so apparently there is a front side and a back side to these. Best I can tell you, if you do this, don't make the same mistake I did. Only thing I can tell you is if you have them on there right, this longer side of this flange will be sticking down and not up. They're working now, but that wasn't the only thing. Once I put it back together, uh-oh, is that one open all the way? Well, I don't know. It looks, I guess it is. All I can say is, after you get them on there the correct way, which it didn't say anything in the instructions about putting them on there one way or the other. But then I had to, then they were getting stuck. Had to loosen the bolts. Had to loosen the bolts. Well, now I'm gonna go start it up with them open and see what it sounds like. But first I gotta unplug these wires because if I don't, they're gonna get burnt on the exhaust. But they're open now. Man, what a pain in the ass climbing around under here. Anyway, we'll see what it sounds like now. Oh man, this is why you pay $200. Have somebody do this shit. 'Cause it's a pain in the ass doing this shit on the ground, man. But now I'm gonna have to go get them welded anyway because they're leaking around the clamps. See what that bitch sounds like with them open. gas going down the road. So, all right, just gonna run it like that and take it all down and run it like that for a while because I like the way it sounds. Put some reflectors on my wheels because I don't feel like screwing with. Although I got them wires hanging down there, I'm worried about that. I don't know. I might have to just go ahead and drill some holes on them wires.